There he
It
is.
might it might also be, like I said, my fan. My fan is right in front of my monitor, blowing this one.
Is it the adoring fan?
Murdock, oh
What happened to Micah's voice?
I
my
don't
god. I'm
know.
raising up my chair to show you my titties.
Oh, there you go.
No, I hear.
When
you
you first did
recording
it, you were
now?
like,
Yeah, actually, I did hit the record button,
Great.
oh,
but
awesome.
yeah.
Was it when I disappeared?
I don't know, but you know what sucks though is my computer's like right here, so like I think I'm gonna be spending the whole video being like
Yeah, it's Tatooine Hat Boy.
Tatooine Hat Boy. I should have raised
Didn't
this
think
thing
about
up.
that setup, did you?
I mean, I could raise it up, like PD Pablo and shit. Was PD Pablo raised up?
PewDiePie?
PewDiePie was the guy who played Amnesia.
True.
Memento.
Memento. I love that movie. Such a solid one.
All right, welcome to episode number 4.
For
or
real.
3
Or 5.
or 4. Which one is it?
Look, I
Who
edit
knows?
these. I edit these, so it doesn't matter.
All right, so episode 5.
We'll go with 4.
Episode
Actually,
4.
Actual 4.
So that gives you things to edit. But I am Adam or Murdock or Adam Murdock or the quintessential stud muffin.
Bro, just
The
doxed himself.
quintessential stud muffin, QSM.
That was Joel Gertner from ECW Wrestling.
Oh,
That's me. Care to join in?
oh yeah, I am the Obro Owen Brody or Micah or Tatooine Hat Boy. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta turn my hat around. No, I'm not gonna do it.
That's just a place. It's not a big deal. It's like you get a souvenir from
Yeah,
those.
I was there. I went to Tatooine National Park. I got the
You did
hat.
Tattooing at Tatooine.
Yeah, and here I am. I got it from BustedTees.com. # not a sponsor.
Right there.
Oh, God, here we go.
Murdock's making my editing nightmares happen.
Oh, sorry. And then there's Kurt right down there.
Oh no, actually he's over here. Well, yeah.
Oh, he's right
I'm
here.
here. I'm
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Hi.
I
I'm Kurt.
see it like this, and this is the one that matters. I see Murdock
That
up
is
top,
the one
and
that matters.
yeah,
And Kurt right over here.
Anyway, do we want to do the intro over? Because I feel like we get off the rails.
Nah.
Okay,
Keep
cool.
it.
Let's just keep it.
We're just running with it.
So what's
if they
up?
want professionality, they're at the wrong Pongcast?
Pongcast? Is a
Yeah.
Pongcast a thing? Is that like a
Yeah.
Pong tournament?
We're just gonna
So
stream
that's
Pong.
it's a Pong podcast.
A Pong podcast? Are we talking about ping pong or like the game Pong?
Like Pong from
like the
Atari.
Atari?
Yeah.
Atari.
The Atari?
Welcome to the video game portion of the podcast.
Yeah, it's over now. Actually, it'll probably come back around. It always does.
If you continue to watch these or listen to these, you can see that we normally don't have a plan because we're already talking about our plan is always back to video games.
Yeah, so here's what happens. We hit record. And then this happens. That's it. We hit record.
I don't like you staring into my soul. That feels really
I know.
unnatural.
If I look at the camera, it makes everybody uncomfortable. But then I can't see them down here.
And he's staring at you so hard through your radio. What?
Through your radio?
speakers?
Yeah.
Through your rainbow?
For the audio people, I swear.
Oh, radio.
Yeah.
So everybody else, it's been week to week to week. But obviously, like we recorded all those episodes back to back to back in one day.
Yeah.
So this is like the first time that we've all gotten back together in like a month almost.
Yeah, like 3 weeks. What's everybody been up to?
Adam had another surgery.
I had my first surgery, which is healing pretty good, and I'm showing people my wounds. It just looks like I got blisters.
Yeah.
And then my second one, I just took off my hand wrap from getting the second surgery. So
I'm disappointed they didn't give you Hulk hands. That's what I thought was happening with this whole hand surgery.
I asked, but they said that they didn't have any left.
Oh, they're a popular item, but usually only around the holidays. I think they're like messing with you. Like, back in my days, we'd be like, yeah, it's probably in the back. And then we'd go out back and just hang out with our buddies and then come back out and be like, yeah, we're out of stock. You guys
I never
did
worked
that, right?
But I will say, this time for the surgery, if you listen to the first episode, I think that's when I talked about it. I talked about twilight anesthesia.
Yes.
This time on my way to the surgery room, the woman's like, let me see your IV. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. Luckily, she worked there. And she was like, I'm just going to put some of this in your IV to help with the anesthesia. And I'm like, but you didn't do that the first time. And then I got through the doors after she did that of the surgery room. And then I remember she talked to me for like 2 seconds. And then I don't remember anything until I was eating Cheez-Its after it was all done. So I don't know what they changed this time, but I think it's because they had to wake me up in the first one to see my finger moving because that was the second part of the surgery. So you had to ask me questions about it. Whereas this one, he didn't.
The equipment
So
broke.
yeah, probably that was the first time they canceled my surgery.
I have
Because
one
the equipment-
question. I have one
Yes.
question.
I bet you have more than that throughout this time. Yes.
I have one for right now.
Okay.
Who decided on the Cheez-Its if you were like out? Who was like, give the
They
man some
remember.
Cheez-Its?
They remember from the first time because I remember they were like, "Do you want a Sprite or ginger ale or Coke?" And I was like, "I'll take ginger ale," which is weird. I don't know why I would have picked that. And then they were like, "And then you could have Oreos, you could have this, and then like you could have Cheez-Its." And I just for some reason I was like, "Cheez-Its hit perfect right now." I was like, "Give me a bag of Cheez-Its." She's like, "I can get you 2 bags," and I said, "Well, then do that."
Wow, well, why'd she assume you wanted 2 bags?
Well, she saw how big of a guy I was and figured that my heart was that big too.
That's right. And Cheez-Its go
So she
straight
got
to the
2
heart.
bags.
Because
And
that's
then she said, "Do you want a 3rd bag?" And I said, "Ma'am, I think that's so ridiculous."
yeah. I hear a lot of people say that Cheez-Its is really in the heart. I think that's what they're saying.
Kurt likes burnt cheese.
I do. Dude, the extra toasty ones, they're amazing.
Wait, burnt Cheez-Its?
I think what they
Yeah.
did at the factory is like they messed up when they were cooking them, and they were like, "We'll just throw these away." And someone's like, "No, I have a really good idea. We'll just sell those ones to people that like stuff that's burnt."
Wasn't there a cereal like that was like oops all something? Like
Oops, all berries.
Yeah, oops all berries.
Yeah, Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Destroyed
Oh
your
yeah,
mouth.
they did that with like shrimp too. I think they're like, "Oops, all shrimp." And they put that in.
I don't think
Cereal.
Shrimp? I think shrimp is
No?
all shrimp.
Yeah, but in the cereal.
There's shrimp cereal? Are you eating Forrest Gump cereal?
Yeah, bubblegum cereal.
Forrest Gumbo.
Bubba Gump cereal. Oh man. That's wild. So other than your hand surgery, what else is new?
I really haven't been doing anything because I haven't been able to do anything because of my hand surgery. So
Oh.
I did get to play some video games before my second surgery.
Oh, what games did you play?
I've been playing Rainbow Six again. I like that game a lot.
Without me?
Well, I didn't think you played anymore.
I'll play whatever.
Oh, okay, then sure. Well, you were playing Diablo when I got on, so I was like, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna bother him with that. That's like
Yeah,
that's
big
top.
business.
Yeah, exactly. Big business. I like that better.
How is Diablo?
It's awesome. If you would like to purchase it and join me in my quest to destroy Lilith, we can become Diabros.
Diablos.
Someone please be my Diabro.
And
It's
then when
fun
you guys
though,
aren't
man.
doing that, I can invite you to Rainbow Six.
Rainbow 6. Rocket League? No, it doesn't work.
Rocket League?
It's not broken.
It's not.
Rocket League.
Except for that one match we played.
Any match that I'm in is broken. That's my excuse.
I never have forfeited a game of Rocket League until last night.
Don't really want to
Yesterday?
talk about that, Kurt.
Yeah.
Don't wanna
That
talk
was
about
not great.
Oh. Like so
that. Yeah,
bad
while
that
you
you
were
almost Oh.
yeah.
You almost 5-fitted
Oh, we did.
instead of 4, get it?
Oh.
We would have had to like 11 fit.
11-fit it?
I think we were losing 12-0.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, double digits.
And it was
But
just one
but
guy.
in our yeah, I was gonna say in our defense, our teammate quit.
Oh, what a dick.
And then it was 3-on-2.
But again, it was just one guy that was doing everything.
I was talking to you guys about this before, but speaking of video games, there was the new game announced, Star Wars Outlaws, and it's supposed to be an open world game by Ubisoft, which are
Yeah.
the same people that do Rainbow Six and X Defiant, which I can talk about that at a different time, but I'm waiting for that game to come out. I think it's gonna be fun. But I watched video of it today of gameplay. It got released like 3 hours ago. If you're listening to this, it would have been a week in 3 hours, maybe, or 2
2
days, or
days?
something
I
like
mean,
that. I don't know.
realistically, they
2
could
days.
listen to it at any time. They could be listening to this like years from now and be like, "Oh my god, let's listen to
That
the
game already
first
came out.
episodes of Damn That's Podcasting."
The game came out 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But the gameplay I thought was really cool. So what it showed the most, if you watch it, is the seamlessness of being open world. So like the main character, I can't remember her name.
Casper, the friendly ghost.
Casper. She was. It's basically like Han Solo as a female.
Oh,
And then they took the concept of whatever game just came out, the sequel. Can't remember what it's called for Star Wars.
Jedi Survivor.
He has like, yeah, he has like the robot with him. She has like this little like cat looking alien thing with him.
Very
Oh.
similar to a robot.
Very
So
similar.
yeah, so the gameplay for that's pretty much the same, but you can have it like go get you a different weapon if you've killed like another person. But the part I thought was really really cool was when she was playing, she ended up like you can just pick different things. So like what she was doing was trying to get like she was trying to steal something like Han Solo would do some type of thing. Stole whatever it was, brought it back to the person that she needed to. But you know how like in games there'll be a cutscene and then it'll bring you to your next objective. She had to escape after stealing it, and it was seamless all the way through to the next city she went to, or town where the person was. Then she walked into the bar where the person was that she would have delivered to, and then delivered it. And then there was an Imperial there, and they were like, "You're going to give me a tax on this." And then a thing popped up on the screen that said, "You will or you won't." And because she said she wouldn't, she walked out. And then a bunch of the TVs at the bar said wanted and had her picture on it. You had to try to escape from there without being captured. So it's kind of like the choose your own adventure. Like it's when I think of open world, I always think of GTA, Grand Theft Auto. It's not really like that, but I guess it could be because later on, again, I won't give out a bunch of stuff that happens, but if you get away or whatever, you can get on your ship and then you can just go to any other planet you want to, and there's different stuff to do there. So I feel like it's similar to was that I'm bad at game names. There was that other one where you were in a ship and everybody thought it was gonna be a great game.
No
and
Man's
you could travel
Sky.
to different planets. Yeah.
It is
So
a
I feel
great
like
game.
I've never played it, but I
gotten
feel like
better.
that's what they did is they took stuff like that and just put it all together for this game.
Yeah.
But like the shooting looked really good. I'm excited to see it. I'm just not really happy with who you play as. I don't know if you guys know what a bleeder gang is in Star Wars, but that's basically what it is. They steal like organs and harvest stuff. And this is supposed to happen between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So I don't know if you'll see other characters or anything. I thought it was really cool. If you guys get a chance to see it, it's on YouTube to watch it.
What else takes place between that time frame? Does Mandalorian take place between that time frame?
No, that's
Mandalorian's
between
after Return. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But theoretically, what you're saying is you should be able to see some of those characters, I'd assume, because they're probably around at the same time.
Right. I wonder
feel like
if
there's-
there's gonna be like Grogu sightings, like there was Bigfoot sightings in Grand Theft Auto. Hey Kurt, you got to say the tagline.
The tagline?
And that was the video game portion of our podcast.
Oh. No, because I'm not done with it yet.
I know we're not done with it yet.
The only thing that and I mean, Adam kind of said it, but I am really happy and excited. Alan Wake 2. I'm pretty hyped for that.
I liked the first Alan Wake. I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, the second one should be good. I'm not super hyped about it, but like, I think it'll be good.
I feel like you guys can talk about that because you guys play a lot of like single player games and multiplayer games, and
Yeah.
I've never played Alan Wake.
You need to.
Yeah, you probably should. And you should also play Diablo. I feel like the three of us would like play Diablo.
I played Diablo before back on PC back in like '96 or whatever, or '98.
Yeah, it's like way better than that now. Just,
I mean, that's a whole series. The Diablos.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, that's gaming. So other than video games, what are you guys watching? Anything cool? Anything new you seen?
No, nope.
No.
I watched John Wick. I finished out
4,
the series. I
right?
thought that
You
was
watched
great.
4.
What?
I have yet
You
to
watched
watch
4.
John Wick.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
Insane.
You did
I
it
know.
because of what happens in it. I'm not gonna. I mean, I can say it probably now. It's been out for a while. They kill a dog. Is that the reason why you won't watch it?
No, I heard about that after, and I was like, oh shit. Well, thanks for like softening the blow a little bit, because I know it's coming.
I did not watch it specifically because of that for like years. And then one day I bought all of them on Apple TV and watched
Okay, so
all of
wait,
them.
hold on, because a lot of people are up in arms about this. Like, there was a lot of like chatter. Did they really kill a dog, or they just killed a dog in the movie? Because people sometimes treat it as if they really killed a dog.
Oh, they killed it in the movie. But I'm
Okay.
a big person in that. Like, there's actually a website called "Does the Dog Die," which is crazy. I don't know
Oh,
if you guys do that or not, but if you're watching a movie, like every time I'll do this to my wife, I'll be like, all right, let's pause it for a second. If I see a dog, if it's a horror movie or an action movie, and I'll be like, I just gotta check. Because there's been some movies I've watched where they make it so like gruesome and they don't have to do that. Like the way that John Wick does it is pretty decent if they need that, because that's a big part of the story. So it makes sense. But like there's no reason to show that. Like you don't need to show the dead dog. Like, I just feel like if you just showed like a dog and there's bad people and the dog yelps like off screen, we know what happened.
right.
None
You
of
can
us
kind
are
of put
dumb
two and two
enough that
together.
yeah, and like I can't remember what movie it was on Netflix, but like they shot the dog and it was so random and made no sense to the story that I just shut it off because I was just like, I understand that it's not real, but like the feeling it gives you while watching it is then you're just stuck with that the rest of the movie and you can't get into the rest of the movie. Whereas like John Wick, it made sense for the story to me.
Right.
And this
Yeah.
last one, I don't know, it was a good movie, but I wasn't a huge fan of the ending of it. But I feel like it's one of those movies where you can watch it and the action is just amazing, so you don't really care about how the story is.
Like
I
the
think it's
Fast
a
and the Furious movies after like the
yeah.
third one.
I was just saying that to Kurt the other day as I watched the first Fast and the Furious the other day because I've watched a ton of movies, a ton of TV shows while I've obviously been home. And I was like, man, it was such a good. I hate using that term. It is a very good action movie to watch, and then I just wish they stuck to the cars because that was the coolest part of the movie. And
Yeah.
now they're like in outer space. I haven't watched any of
They're in
the
outer space. What is this, Jason X?
with the car. But, yeah,
Space car.
yeah.
It's weird, but it makes me want to watch it now because I just want to see it.
You just like space. They
Yeah.
don't go to Tatooine.
Oh. Imagine
Sorry.
that they land on Tatooine and they're like, "What's this pod racing all about? You want a pod race for pink
Fast and Furious
slips?"
pod racing. Adam's drinking his low tier water.
What's
This
low
is
tier
just
water? Essential? Oh yeah, that's great. His isn't blurred out like yours.
Yeah, because my background's blurred and I'm trying to not have sponsors.
Oh yeah, I don't have any sponsors. Ow, that was dumb.
Stanley Cup.
I got my
I wish I
Stanley
had
Cup.
Jungle Strike here. So
She had Jungle Strike.
they could sponsor me, but
So it's obviously been a while since we talked.
Yeah.
So I wrote down like stories that happened to me, but then I was like, I don't want to monopolize everything with me talking. So I'm going to pinpoint one day in a nutshell for you. So we talked about this before. I have a bit of a commute to work. So it's like 45 to an hour on a good day. So I'm following behind a semi. And this is actually going to be news to Adam because I purposely didn't tell anybody about this. Driving behind a semi and like the license plate that was on the back. This is the license plate, right? It detached on one end and started like doing that kind of thing. And I went, don't like that. So then I merged lanes, and I kid you not, the second that I merged lanes, it came flying off the semi and smashed the windshield of the car that was behind me.
Oh, I was gonna say your car. That's fucking wild.
No,
so it would have smashed.
it would have. Yep. And I
You
was
know what
like, I'm not playing this game.
I'm really glad it wasn't a logging truck.
I passed 2 of those tonight.
Anytime I see a logging truck, it's like instantly Final Destination 2. Instantly.
Yep.
what
That's why
other
I don't do it.
things what other things do that? Is there anything else you can think of that does that where it's like you see it and you just remember like a scene in a movie?
That's my number one. Every
That-
single time I logging truck is the first thing I think of, which is just weird that how many years ago that was and it sticks in your head.
I feel
Because
like
it's a
that's
realistic thing that could happen.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of people's like go-to is they're like, "Oh man, yeah, Final Destination 2." It's like it was scary. But yeah, it is like a thing that could happen.
I think about it Fast and the Furious. I think it was Too Fast, Too Furious, where
Too fast.
they hit the one of the cars, one of the classic cars, when they were like racing to the key or whatever. Or no, the cigar in that guy's car. I don't know if you know that part. They crash into one of those like water-filled construction things, and anytime I see one of those construction like It's not
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
cones.
yeah.
I don't know what
The
they're called. The
barrels.
The
barrier.
barrels?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the barrel. Yeah, the barrel. As I show you with my hands. That's what I think of now every single time I see those because I remember how much it like how hard it hit it, and I also didn't know those were filled with water. So I'm assuming just in like California, but
They're usually not. I think if there's a lot of wind, they'll weigh it down with water so it doesn't fly away.
it
Yeah.
probably looked better for the movie when it hit it.
And that.
So when I saw Too Fast, Too Furious, I saw it at the drive-in. Now I don't know how the drive-ins work in Maine. Have you guys ever been to a drive-in?
Yes,
Once.
Okay, so
I used to go all the time when I was a kid because I lived in Westbrook, Maine, and they had Pride's Corner Drive.
so we have one near here. It's like 45 minutes away, and we always went as kids. And they play two movies. And the tradition kind of always was the first movie was like a kid-friendly movie, and then the second movie was like adult movie, but like if the kids woke up in like the middle of it, or if the kids didn't fall asleep, like it wasn't going to be the end of the world.
Yep, that's how it was for us.
So when I saw Fast and the Furious, or sorry, Too Fast, Too Furious, a bunch of us went, and the first movie. Now, hold on, let me set the scene, right? No joke. This is Vermont. Like people don't. I don't know where these cars came from, but people had like the neon underlights and stuff to go to this movie, and they're like revving their engines. Mind you, everybody in those cars, in order to actually see the movie that they are embodying at that time, they had to sit through Princess Diaries 2. So they had to sit through Anne Hathaway and her misadventures of being a princess to hear Ludacris rap the Too Fast, Too Furious song.
Good payoff.
It was, I mean, it was fun. It was good. I mean, I
To
was
tie
like,
onto
whatever.
that, it's funny how we talk about this and then other stories come from it. Princess Diaries, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'll talk about this.
You were in that movie
Um,
as an extra, weren't you?
yeah, I was actually the stand-in for Anne Hathaway.
Do it.
No. My wife makes fun of me for this all the time. So obviously, when you get married or you start dating someone for a long period of time, topic hopefully it does come up, but about like ex people you dated or stories about people you dated before them. I don't know if you've ever talked about that. But one of the stories I should have never told my wife because she makes fun of me for it all the time. Is I went on a date with a girl and I let her pick the movie because I was trying to be nice and thought it'd be a quick date. And she was younger than me. I'm only by like 2 years, so I didn't really think that it would really be a big deal at the time. But she picked Princess Diaries too, and I had to go see it. And every time it's on TV, my wife will be like, "Oh, did you want to watch this? Did you want to recreate the moment that you had of the date? Oh, isn't that your favorite movie?" She'll say that all the time, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, I should
I
have never
love it.
told you that story
I love
at
it.
all." But
So
Great.
anything that you've watched lately that's jumped out at you though? Like you said you've been watching a lot of stuff. I have not been watching a lot of stuff. So
I had a list of movies that I put on here that I wanted to watch or TV shows. Oh, something that's really cool I liked is the TV show is called From. It's on Prime for the first season, but the second season is on MGM, which I think is funny because one, didn't know MGM had a streaming service, and two, seems like that's the only show that's really popular on MGM. And then they have a bunch of stuff that other streaming services have. But it's called From. What it is, the premise is you're driving like your car on a trip. You're just trying to get to wherever you need to go, right? And you come upon a tree in the middle of the road, and so you can't go the way that you're going to go. So you turn around, and you end up being in this town. And no matter how many times you drive through the town to get out of it, you just end up back in the town, no matter where you go. And when the sun goes down, these creatures come out and try to eat you. So, just setting it up and not giving anything away if you end up watching it, but just imagine if you were somebody in that town that now has come to terms with how this life is going to be until you guys can figure out how to get out of it. And then new people come in all the time. And you have to be like, hey, there's these things that kill you at night.
yeah, like
So you need
heads
to
up.
get inside because we have these things that protect our houses. The people are basically like, get the fuck out of here. I'm going to get out of this place. And then that must just be like, if that was a real thing, really shitty because you basically got to be like, no, I need you to get in the house so you can see what I'm talking about. And they're just going to continue to be outside and then you get to hear them die. So
That's
it's a
wild.
pretty cool show. I like that a lot. But I guess I'll just rattle off a bunch of stuff that I put on here. So that was one of them. Bones and All is on Prime. It's supposed to be a pretty good movie. I watched Malum. Have you guys ever seen Precinct 51 or something? It's like a horror movie. They're moving precincts from their police station. So they're moving their police station to the new police station, but they still need to have an officer, which seems wild to me, but an officer by themselves at the old police station. And a bunch of like supernatural stuff happens. I watched the original one. It seemed like a really cool premise. But it's really like cheesy. So they came out with the new version of it called Malum. And it has a lot more like new effects in it and like more money. It was better, but it's still kind of cheesy. I like that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
like we've talked about that before. Oh bro, Thanksgiving where there's a killer turkey.
That's a tremendous cheesy horror movie. It's just so good.
Have you
It's
seen
so good.
Rubber?
Yes.
Oh
my
you
fucking
guys
God.
look like that.
I love Rubber. It is so fucking amazing. But like the thing too with that movie is like
What is Rubber?
It's about a killer tire.
Well, it's not a killer tire. The tire has supernatural abilities.
Yeah, he
What is it
looks at
called?
you and you can explode. It's
Yeah.
called Rubber.
No, what's the thing that's attacking you, Kurt?
What?
What's
A
attacking
tire?
you?
A tire?
tire?
Is that like
Is that like
Arn?
Arn? Arn.
Look, if you've been with us for the past 3 episodes up till now, you get the joke. Especially if you
5.
watched on YouTube.
5.
Arn Anderson. That was us mispronouncing things because we like to do that.
Yeah, go back and
lot.
find it. It's in episode 2. Episode 2?
So I also
Episode 2.
lied. I did watch a movie recently. I literally went to the movies like 3 nights ago.
we blocked that out of our memory because we were all supposed to record that night, and then you're like, "I'm going to the movies, guys."
And then we were hurting.
Yep.
Yeah, but I went to go see the Spider-Man
Oh,
Across the
shit.
Spider-Verse.
I wanted to see that this weekend because at the drive-in they were playing the Mario Brothers movie and Across the Spider-Verse. I was like, "Fuck, for $12, let's go." No one wanted to go with me.
What?
Yeah. I was like,
I'll
"Fuck it,
drive down.
Yeah,
I'll
I
go
know,
see it.
right?
Yeah, let's do it.
I literally like every time that we've wanted to go, it's been like one shitty movie and then one like okay movie that we'd be like, maybe, but then like 2 solid movies and we're like, let's go, and it doesn't happen.
I got a good idea.
Let's go.
Damn. That's drive-in movies.
Yeah. Let's go.
Diners, Dams, and Dives.
Dams?
I like how I took drive-ins. out of
Yeah.
You took
did
drive-ins, the thing we're talking about, and you were like, let's just take that out.
Or you guys should just come to my house. I don't know if you know this or not, but I have a projector. So
Yeah, but can we park in your lawn?
I just had this conversation with my wife the other day, and she just looked at me because I like to think of things like that are really cool, and then I realized that would cost a lot of money and wouldn't really work. But I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we had like for the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park, I had a bunch of people over the house, right? And then I rented because I don't know if you knew this either, because this is stuff I do at night on my phone. And I find things out. I think it's cool. You can rent movie cars from this guy that owns a bunch of different. So I was gonna have them like park like the Explorer from Jurassic Park and like the Jeep in my backyard while we watch the movie.
Your
That's
HOA
incredible.
would love you.
Yeah, your HOA would. I mean, it would just be for one night, whatever.
Hey, my HOA does love me specifically for that because during Halloween we went in my driveway. There's too many drive things we're talking about. I almost said drive through like
Too
I a
fast.
restaurant.
Too furious.
I'm
I'm too fast for y'all, man.
Dang. I just came home from doing a bit anyway. So I put Ghostbusters on in our driveway, and I had almost like the whole neighborhood come over, and there was literally like parents that would be like, "Hey, now let's just stay here for a couple minutes," and they're like, "Is that a projector? Is that Ghostbusters?" And I was like, "No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that."
No,
But
it's a movie that we made. Me and my friends made. We're just playing it.
we all had these things called proton packs. It's something we made up.
But we weren't really good at it, so they should have been called amateur ton packs, if you know what I mean.
Just play the podcast video for him on your.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Wow,
What is
was
that?
loud.
That was loud. I keep punching my microphone on that.
That was crickets, but I wasn't fast enough for you, man.
I thought
Too
your
fast?
friend's name was Crackers.
Yeah,
You almost spit water.
I almost did.
Crackers and crickets. Got some weird friends.
Crackers and crickets. The other movie I watched too, not to take away. Oh, Kirk, let's go back to you. How was that movie? I don't think you said.
Oh,
yeah.
It was really good, really long.
That's what she said.
It was longer than I thought it would be.
That's
I
what
don't know how
she said.
to.
I thought that
undig this
semi
hole.
was in front of you.
I don't know how to undig this hole. No, it was really good.
That's what she said.
Kurt would be the best review for a movie. He'd be like, Kurt's movie review? How was it?
It was good.
It was really good.
It was really long.
I enjoyed it. It was long. And,
Better than
it
I
was
thought it
hard.
would be.
And I got through it.
Well, I mean, have you guys seen the first one?
Yes, many times because my kids really enjoyed it, so they watched it.
As I had mentioned, I don't watch animated movies. So
it's well worth it.
not Disney.
It is,
But
and it's not
Kinda
Disney.
is Disney,
Sony?
kinda.
It is Sony, yeah. So technically, it's not Disney.
So I can't watch it.
Sorry, pal.
Wow.
No watchy.
Rough. No, but it was a really good movie. It sets up a trilogy, which is pretty cool. But
Spoiler alert.
yeah, it's everywhere.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's really a spoiler because every single thing that is a superhero movie pretty much is a trilogy now. If it's good, if it's not good,
Right.
then they should reboot it and then make it a trilogy.
Yeah.
Why I did that with my head on camera? Who?
You did the D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo Brown, you've been
Bobblehead.
recognized. The last movie thing I'll bring up is Dungeons and Dragons. I finally watched it on Paramount.
Oh, I saw you
Free on
post
there.
that.
It is really good.
I saw you post that, and I said to myself, we're gonna watch that one, and we haven't yet.
No, you didn't.
No,
Yeah.
didn't.
I think it's worth watching because Dungeons and Dragons 1 isn't something I've ever really played at all. I don't know anything about it. So I think if you have, you'll probably get like little Easter eggs from the movie, kind of like you've all seen the Mario Brothers movie. There's a ton of Easter eggs in that. But someone that didn't play Mario Brothers would get half of that stuff.
Right.
So similar to that. But if you just want a good movie to watch, I was really like at the end was like, oh, I can't wait till the sequel. And then I unfortunately looked up how much money it made and how much it costs. I don't think there's going to be a sequel.
Unless we film one. Duh.
Damn, that's Dungeons.
Damn, that's movies. And
Yeah,
then
I
we
think
start
it
a
was
movie
little bit of
production
a
company.
flop.
Yeah? I've heard good
What'd you say?
things.
I heard good things, but it didn't like gross at box offices.
Correct, because of how much it cost them. So I didn't look it up like on my phone right now.
Yeah, what's the like loss on that? I'm gonna say that it costs like I don't know. Like 30 billion? Is that a lot? 30 billion for a movie to make it?
Higher than I thought. I was thinking like 400 million.
400
But
million?
one thing, I don't know if you remember this, there was a Dungeons and Dragons movie already made back in like 96 or 99 or something like that.
Did not know.
And it was terrible. It
Okay.
cost
There was a movie, now that you said dragons while you're looking that up, but I think you have the answer. But there was a movie, it was oh man.
You know what I've realized in this? We are very good at being like, there was this thing, but we never know the name of it.
It was like there were dragons.
Okay.
Dungeons.
Was there dungeons? Because if there weren't dungeons, we can eliminate that. Was there ghosts?
No, there was like dragons in the like present day. And so people had like Humvees and machine guns and they were shooting dragons, and I can't remember what it was called.
Are you sure they were dragons and it wasn't like Jurassic World?
It was not Jurassic World.
Okay.
There were dragons.
I
don't remember what it was called. It was like dragons and something, right? Dragon Siege?
How to Train Your Dragon? No, that
Nope,
was animated.
good movies, but
Dragon Siege sounds maybe right. Murdock, are you pulling up that number?
I'm trying, yeah.
Let me see.
So it looks like their budget was 150 million to make.
Oh, they ain't.
Yeah, I was
and they
way
made
over. What
they
was I
made
thinking?
202 million worldwide.
Yeah, that's not a
Okay.
huge gross.
But they
It is
profited,
not.
right?
I guess the reason they're saying it is I didn't know this, so when I say it to you guys, we're like, oh, it opened the same weekend as Super Mario Brothers,
Oh,
That's very
which is
tough.
dumb.
yeah, that's
Yeah, so it's
unfortunate.
a steep competition, but I hope somebody picks it up because I think his name's Chris Pine, who plays the main character, is awesome. Like, if we could kill Ryan Reynolds and have him play all his parts, I think it'd be a lot better.
Yeah,
I
I
don't like
disagree.
Ryan
I'm not
Reynolds.
finding this dragon movie. There's like a bunch of movies. There's Dragon Wars,
Nope.
2007, Dragon Age Absolution. That's a video game. Or
That
I
is
guess
a
it's a
that
TV
is
show
a
too.
Was
video
it
game.
Monster Hunter? That's what
It
I feel
wasn't.
like you're thinking.
No, it was an old movie because they
Then there
also made a
was
game about it, and I was like,
Reign
"This is
of
gonna be a
Fire.
great game." Yup, that's probably
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
movie
yeah,
is
yeah.
awesome. Christian Bale, but I don't remember any Humvees being in it.
No, me either.
It was just a really good dragon movie. Maybe you were
Nope,
driving a
then it's
Humvee
definitely
into
not
the
Rain of Fire.
drive-in. Oh,
Hmm.
I don't know. I will look it up while you guys.
Well, while you're looking that up, a couple throwbacks from the previous episodes, and remember we recorded all three of those within the span of one day. We talked about a lot, but each week we get reminded about what we talk about. So I have a couple questions. Did
Go on.
anybody put peanut butter on a burger yet?
Nope.
was actually talked about that after we ate burgers because I forgot about it. And then
Oh
you know what the
man.
response from my wife was? And she loves peanut butter, by the way. She eats
Yeah.
peanut butter jelly sandwiches and peanut butter sandwiches. She said, "Who would ever do that? That's disgusting."
No.
And I
You
said,
gotta
"Have you tried it?"
you gotta try it. You gotta build the burger around the peanut butter. You can't just take a burger and be like, I'm gonna put peanut butter on this. You gotta put peanut butter, and then you gotta say what's gonna complement that. Like lettuce works. Lettuce totally works. But anyway,
Celery?
I was at this wrestling show this past Friday night, and I was talking about because I was eating a burger, and I was talking about peanut butter on a burger, and I was like, "Man, you guys should make a burger with peanut butter on it. I would have asked you to put some on mine, but you probably don't have any." And the lady looks at me, she goes, "Sir, we serve breakfast here. Of course we have peanut butter." And I'm like, "Fuck, yeah, I should have put it on my
You
burger."
didn't do your voice. You always do. All right.
Oh, well, that's because it was a female. If it was a guy, he'd have been
Oh,
like, we got peanut butter, see."
we'll put it on your toes.
Well, put
Step right up. No one's ever gonna get that joke because
no.
it's not even really an inside joke. That's literally it. There's
That's
nothing
it.
about it really. That's all. I don't know where the toes came from. It just
Oh,
sounded like a carny guy at a carnival.
yeah,
That a carny at a carnival.
yeah. But yeah,
Uh,
that was the
no, I
same
haven't
night.
tried any.
What's that?
I haven't tried anything weird. Only thing I did was I took I had some Oreos that I had left in the pantry, and I did take a lot of them off the tops off of it and made one big Oreo.
Yeah, I did that when I was
So
like 6.
two things about that because
No,
Oreos was something I was going to talk about. One, it is Rain of Fire that I was
Okay.
thinking
yeah,
of,
great.
but I was thinking of the game because the game differs from the movie, and you literally drive around in a Humvee and you shoot dragons. So, I think that's why I hated that game. But on top of that, what do you think's better in an Oreo? Do you think the cookie itself or the frosting?
The frosting. I wish they made just frosting.
I think it's the combination of the two because you think about it, right? If I have
What a cop out answer.
Hold on. No, for real. If I get ice cream with Oreos in it, it's never the cream of the Oreo. It's just the chocolate part of the Oreo, and that's delicious. And then the Oreo, cream is delicious. So the Oreo
the ice cream
combination,
is supposed to be like the cream.
yeah, but it's different though.
Yeah.
It's different.
So
Do you know what I did see the other day, by the way? Not to change the subject because I'm going to forget this if I don't say it. I saw Lucky Charms in a bag that was not in a box. And I was like, what's this? And I picked it up. It's just the marshmallows.
Yeah,
sounds great.
that's
Yeah,
tremendous. It saves
I
me
would
half the
just buy
work.
it. Exactly. It's the same thing as like SpaghettiOs. I used to put the meatballs in my mouth and I used to spit them all out on a plate, and then I'd eat the rest of the SpaghettiOs, and then I'd eat the meatballs last. Everybody does that.
Okay, actually, that brings up something I was thinking about tonight at dinner. Do you eat like when you have a plate of food? Do you eat in like a certain order?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Best for
I
last.
Yep.
Best for last. Okay.
My wife makes fun of me for that all the time too. Because if we go and have like burgers and fries and maybe like I don't know, there's like a vegetable, I'll eat the
Vegetable first.
vegetables first, and then the French fries,
And then the
and
burger.
then the burger. And sometimes I won't even have a drink of anything the whole time until I finish all of it, and then I have a drink.
So the drink's your
Or
favorite
no, then I'll do like the broccoli first or whatever the vegetable is, and then I'll have a drink, and then have the French fries, and then have a drink, and then have the burger. But yeah, eat in sections.
Yeah, me too. My wife will like
that
mix
guy
things
thing
together,
yet?
and I'm like, "What are you
No.
doing?
Oh my god! The only time
What
that's
are you
acceptable
doing,
is
you
Thanksgiving.
monster?" Yeah, well, yeah, because you
Thanksgiving.
have to, because there's
Yeah, because
no
you got to
more
load your
room on the
plate up.
plate. Yeah,
Exactly. How are we the same in all that then?
yeah. Oh man,
Crazy.
I'm gonna make her listen to this.
Out of anything on this episode, if you're one of the two people watching this right now at the same time, because there's more than two people watching, I want you to go to the. It's gonna be. Wait, where are you on the screen?
I'm right here. What's up
Yeah.
now?
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you go to this on Twitter, damn, that's pod.
Cast.
Cast?
Wait, cast. Yeah. Damn, that's
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
It'll be on the
here.
screen.
It'll be on the screen the whole
And-
time.
Yeah, DMN. That's podcast on Twitter. Please tell us if you do this. Do you separate your food? Do you push it all together and eat it like you're in prison? Like, what do you know?
What did you look
What do
at?
you do? I have Google up on my other screen. For some reason, I said prison.
Does this still have the Spice Girls?
No, we RIP'd that a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Some
So
of them.
do you mix condiments?
What? Are you a
do you
monster?
mean?
Why would you make
Yeah.
condiments?
No, that was strictly a
So,
question.
is this mixing condiments on a hot dog today that I had for lunch? I put
Different.
Okay, I put ketchup on the bottom. Oh, this is another thing. We can bring up food stuff all day long. When I make it, I don't put my hot dog in yet, the bun. And I put ketchup on the bun first. Then I put relish. Then I set it in like it's being packed into a box with the hot dog, and then I put the mustard on the top of it.
Do you
and then I
hold
eat
it gently from both ends?
Oh,
It's
I
like a
drop it in with
surgery.
my mouth. Right in the middle. I'm just kidding. No, I set it right in the middle of it because it's like a pillow for the hot dog, and then you end with the mustard, and it has to be yellow mustard. It can't be spicy brown.
I'm not a big hot dog fan, and I'm also not a big mustard fan. So,
Have you had turkey hot dogs?
yeah. I mean, I'll eat a hot dog. Like if a hot dog's there, I'll eat it. Like if that's what I'm gonna have.
And a handshake?
Sometimes that's payday, brother.
Man. Yeah, brother, I gotta take this payday, use this hot dog, dude.
So, but back to the condiment thing. Like, what do you mean mixing condiments? Like, because if
So-
I have like ketchup
Yeah.
and fries, or like barbecue
Yeah.
sauce and fries, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
have another condiment somewhere else to like mix it up.
Well, you might. So, like, for instance,
Give
like,
me an
let's say
example.
you're-
Like build a menu.
Okay. Let's say you're. This is a very specific example, right? Let's say you have like a buffalo chicken sandwich, right?
Okay.
And you also have fries.
Okay.
You can either be that one person that you're like, I want ranch with it, or blue cheese if you're a blue cheese person, whatever. Put that down. But you also want ketchup for your fries. Like, would you dip like your fry in ketchup and ranch? Or does that
Mm.
cross contaminate?
It cross contaminates because then you have ketchup in your ranch. Unless you
Right.
do one end of the fry, the other end of the fry, whole fry in the mouth.
Okay.
I think that's
But-
similar to I will put ketchup on my fries, and then I'm never even if I was midway through, like I want barbecue sauce on my fry, I
You
won't
don't
do it.
dip?
I'll eat all of it. Well,
You
I
don't dip.
do both. I'm a
Okay.
dipper and a coverer. What? I don't know.
A dresser?
A
Like,
dresser?
What? A draw?
A draw.
What do you say?
Oh man.
Arn Anderson.
That's too funny.
Arn.
Arn. Okay, so other than movies and music, or sorry, other
Wait,
than movies and wait, hold on.
I got something.
Okay, you got
that
something.
came up. I got something that came up.
Let's
So
let's
me and
do
my
it.
wife were playing. We were outside on our deck, pretty
On-
much for
on
like
your-
6
on
or
your
7
what?
hours on my small deck, and we were sitting on my small deck together, and we were just sitting out there probably for like 6 or 7 hours. We were listening to music. We played some card games, and then she reminded me that we had a game that was supposed to be like a, I don't want to say a dating game, but like it would be a game you would play if you first started to like date someone. Right?
Okay.
And there's different cards laid out. And I thought this would be a good question to ask you guys, because it made me think a lot. Because none of us want to think about ourselves like being good at anything. That's just something I'm always have a hard time with myself. I'm not a boaster, be like, I'm really good at this. I'm really good at this. I'll always be like, I suck at that. So the question was, I think I might word it incorrectly. So if you guys tell me it sounds weird, let me know. But I couldn't remember exactly what it was. But what would you say your 1% talent is that 99% of the world wouldn't have? So like that you'd be like the best at. And that was one of the questions that was on there because I'm like, you don't think about yourself that way. You're like, oh, I suck. There's nothing I would be really good at, but I can't give that answer when we're playing a game. So like, I had to give an answer. So I'll give you what I said mine. I think just the ability to be able to talk to anybody, no matter who they are and what they are. Sometimes I'm called by my wife and what they are. Sometimes I call by my wife an oversharer. So like, I could just bump into somebody at the grocery store, right? And just have a random conversation with them, or in the retail store that I work at. I would, at one time I was just yelling across like, oh yeah, we did this for my mortgage and we did this and this. And someone came down and they were like, oh, do you know that person? And I'm like, no, I just was selling them a TV. And I'm talking about how I bought my house, and they're talking to me about who they use for their mortgage. That's not stuff you talk about with a random stranger, or like where you live or stuff like that. So I feel like sometimes I can just have a casual conversation. It's not like nerve-wracking or a big deal for me. I can just talk to people. It didn't used to be like that when I was growing up, but I feel like I could literally do that with anybody. Whereas like my wife, on the other hand, people are always like, why are you so shy? Or why don't you talk more? And she's so right to the point. She's like, well, I just don't have anything to say. If I had something to say, I'll say it.
That's like the
And
best
I
way
go,
to get people to open up, though, is be like, why don't you talk more?
That's the worst.
I know, I was joking. It's being facetious.
you should smile more.
Come on, give me a little smile.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
So it's like that. But yeah, that was my thing that I said to her, because I just thought that, trying to think of anything, that's a really tough question.
Dude, that's very tough. I'm like,
Mine's a really bad answer.
What is my 1%? Do you have an answer, Kurt?
Yours is a bad answer?
I have an answer, but I think it's a really bad answer because it's not like a top percent. Like, it's not somebody who's like, I wish I could do that. We've discussed this. Don't remember what episode. I can pretty much pick out a certain smell and tell you exactly what it is.
That's a talent.
I guess. Like, there was at my job once, someone left a bunch of stuff and they were like, oh, let's look through this. And like, one of them was a little spray and someone sprayed it in the room. And I was like, that has lavender in it. And I could immediately smell it because I hate the smell of lavender. But there's like small things, like if you were, Adam's laughing hysterically, but like, because this is a stupid, pointless ability. But like, if someone sprayed like a perfume or a cologne, I could pretty much tell you what the notes are in it.
Okay, hold on.
You told me some guy smelled like a marshmallow, or he smelled something that was completely different, and he didn't smell like Play-Doh. Oh, you said Play-Doh. I said a marshmallow. Here's the biggest question: why were we smelling people?
Yeah.
I mean, I can smell someone's drank. Like, I think alcohols are pretty. I smell alcohol.
Smell their what?
What?
Their drank.
Their drank.
I can smell that someone's like drunk, or if they even had like one drink. Like, there's a very specific smell.
You would like go up to their vehicle and you'd be like, "Hey, sir, I can smell alcohol. You can please step out of the vehicle."
Yeah. No, I think it has a really specific smell.
We just had this conversation yesterday with my wife and her sister. How some people will say that like marijuana or weed smells so good, and I'm like, it smells awful. I don't know how anybody thinks that smells good at all. It just smells like a skunk. And I've said that to people that smoke weed a lot, and they're like, oh, that's just bad weed. I'm like, good or bad weed, I'm pretty sure it just smells skunky to me. Like anytime I smell it anywhere, I've even been like, oh, is there skunk around? And then I'm like, oh yeah, no, those guys are just smoking weed. Or like, to me, it's never been something that smelled good, so I never had any.
fair.
I don't know if that's how you feel. I know Owen Brody's CM Punk straight edge.
Yeah, I
So,
got the X's on my hands.
but like you still obviously go places
Yeah,
like
yeah, I go
that. So
places.
No,
I'm
he
still
doesn't.
just trying to think.
you go places.
I'm
So.
still trying to think what my 1% talent would be. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no answer for that at all.
We'll have to come back to that then.
Yeah, like what's the one thing that I'm like, I'm good at this and not many people are?
We'll be like fading out the outro, and he's like, "Oh, actually, it's." And
I'll be
then
like,
it ends.
got it.
And then it'll be like next time.
Next time on Damn That's Podcasting.
Does Owen Brody get an answer? I think I have something. I think that you're like you could say a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah?
You could talk to people really well too. Like that'd be
Yeah.
another thing. I know you'd just be copying what I'm saying, but like I know all of us have worked in a job where we have to talk to people all the time. There's some people that do that job and they're not good at it. So
It's true.
or like I don't know, you talked about wrestling. Like I'm sure you weren't always someone that could just or maybe you were. Would you walk right up to like 300 people and just start talking?
I mean, it depends on what I'm talking about and how prepared I am.
I mean, you
If
also
someone's like, hey,
flip a
come here.
switch,
What's that?
right? Like you kind of flip a switch when you get into that. Like if you've ever watched like YouTube videos or like interviews, like some people talk about like when they get like if they're doing a podcast, right? They're like, okay, I sit down and like I flip a switch because you have to be on
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah,
So
easily.
it's that type of thing. Like you have to flip that switch,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I think that's
definitely. I
really
mean,
tough. Yeah, you gotta
yeah,
just
like
flip the
wrestling is
switch.
like, that's part of the whole like thing is you got to be able to flip that switch and be that character and like get in that moment. And then, I was talking to a guy this past weekend who's pretty like green, he's pretty new. And I said, you'll get to a point where like you understand your character so much that you'll know like what that character would and wouldn't do, and it just makes everything so much easier because you're like, yeah, that's not something that I would do because that's not my thing, that's not me, like it doesn't fit. Too many people just try to do what everybody else is doing instead of you know what really makes sense. Like perfect example, this weekend I had this match with like this really green kid who like
The
didn't
Hulk.
know, yeah, he didn't know how to do like a monkey flip, which if you're not a professional wrestler, that's okay. I can explain to you that a monkey flip is like, I think I learned that like my second month of wrestling practice. Like it's just an easy bump to take and it looks cool and it's an easy thing to throw in. He had no idea how to do it. He had no idea how to do a lot of stuff. But like we went through a match and the crowd was into it the whole time. And there was like we worked headlocks, like headlock takeovers, like it was easy stuff. But the story we told made sense and the characters made sense for what was going on. And that's where the crowd really got into it. And like, I'm curious to see like, cause sometimes I'll be in a match and I'm like, oh man, the crowd was so hyped for that. And then I'll watch it on video and I'm like, nope, they weren't. It sounded way different in the ring, baby.
So what you just not to get on a pro wrestling tangent, but what you just said is what makes me love wrestling so much. It's not about all the moves, and it's not
Yeah.
about how everything looks. It's how you make the people feel when you're
Yeah.
doing this kind of stuff. And I'm a big story person. There needs to be a good story in what you're doing. It's
Exactly.
not just like, all right, you got 7 matches on this wrestling show. It is if you that's all you want to do. Like if people are just going to show up and watch wrestling matches, and the next month you have another show, and there's no story, and you just want to have matches. I'm sure there's a niche for that. But for me, it's a continuing story every show you have that is like gonna pay off in like 3 or 4 shows that you have if we're talking about like independence.
Yeah, well, like this show, like I said to the promoter, I was like, "Hey, I was like, I think it makes sense if I come out early and like issue the challenge to this person who got suckered into like an open challenge. The kid was a referee, but he's training to be a wrestler, but he's normally a referee. So like, I said it makes way more sense for us to do that than for us to just have the match. Because like, number one, why would he have gear? Where did he get that gear? Who is he? Like, that's it. But if he comes in and I say, hey, where's that referee? And I tell him, go find some gear and we're going to have a match. I'm going to teach you a few things. And that's the story we set up. Like I actually had a fan. I'm pretty sure he was a fan. I didn't recognize him from anywhere else, but he came up to me and he was like, dude, I loved the match that you had. Cause like there was continuity. It told a story. Like it was cool, and like we knew what you were doing. Like you were teaching that kid a lesson, but like you weren't being too hard on him. Like, but you had to like at one point you had to flip the switch and go like, okay, it's time to finish him. And I was like, yeah, like that's what it is. Like I'm actually it's been, you know me very well, Murdock. It's there's not a whole lot of times where I'm like I can't wait to see this match on video. Like I'm never like that, and I want to see this one. Like I'm actually like anxious to see it.
Here's the problem with Obro though, is even if it's really good, you'll still think it sucks.
Yeah, yeah. I'll probably watch it and be like, oh, that was terrible.
That's why I knew when I said this 1% question, I'm like the only person that won't have an answer will be Obro.
That's my 1% talent. Oh my god,
he thinks he sucks at everything.
that's it. I figured it out.
Alan.
I'm the best at knowing what I suck at. Maybe.
Kind of to tie this together, if you wanted to, one of the other things I was talking about was like, what was like your worst date ever?
Oh, you want to hear?
Because we were talking about the movies, so that's why I was
Yeah.
going to have us all tell a story if we ever went on a date that was really, really bad.
I have one that ended okay, but it started really awkward. So if you want to hear it, I can
Go
first.
on.
Okay, so this was back in the day, pre-cell phones, right? It was, you talk to people on like AOL Instant Messenger that were like around, So like,
AIM.
yeah, AIM. So I knew both of these girls, right? Their screen names were kind of similar.
Uh-oh.
And I was asking this girl to the movies, and I was like, hey, we should definitely like hang out, like whatever. Like, do you want to do dinner first? She's like, oh, let's just go to the movies. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'll meet you there. I'm at work like 2 days before, and she comes in, and I'm like tied up with people, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to her and be like, hey, I'm excited for like Friday night or like whatever. But I didn't get a chance to say anything. So she leaves, and like she waves as she left, and I was like, yeah, see you later, and whatever. And she was like, yep, see ya. So I'm like, all right, cool. So then like Friday comes, and I show up, and there's this different girl there. And she goes, hey, and starts walking towards me. I go, hey, what's up? What are you doing here? And she laughs. She goes, you're so funny. And I go, no, like, what movie are you seeing? And she's like, the same one as you. I go, well, how do you know what one I'm seeing? And she goes, because I'm meeting you here. And I go, oh shit. I thought I was meeting an entirely different person at this movie theater.
Did you play it off?
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm just playing. I'm like, oh shit. Like, if she
He's like,
listens
I
to
know
this,
you, Micah. And
yeah.
then you're
Well,
like,
she was just
oh,
like, oh, you're just joking around, and I'm like, yeah. I go, how do you know what I'm seeing? And she goes, you're funny. She goes, I'm here to be like to watch the movie with you, and I'm like, oh.
To be
Yeah.
fair, she gave you like 4 chances to like check yourself.
Yeah. But we ended up having a good time. It was fun. But I was like, oh. And then I
you're like,
realized,
well, my other
like,
day hasn't
Diaries?
shown up yet. So.
yeah. Was that Kurt?
Did you go see Princess Diaries?
Honestly, I don't even remember the movie we saw, to be honest.
Doesn't sound like it was a good date.
No, it was fun. I remember like we hung out after like somewhere else and met up with some other people and like had a good night, but I forget what
TGI
movie
Fridays?
we saw. No, it wasn't TGI Fridays. It wasn't TGI Fridays. I did go on a date TGI Fridays once in Manchester.
Yeah, with me.
On a Friday?
With Murdock. Yep, it was great. He showed up and I was like, you look nothing like your picture on your profile, sir.
How do you know what I'm
Nice,
eating?
Yeah.
Because I'm eating the same thing as you.
How do you know what I'm ordering? Because you told me on AOL.
I just got a haircut. I swear. I have two. I have two stories. One will be short and to the point. The other one, it's probably the dumbest thing I've ever done on a date. If it's categorized a date. Anyway, first one, everything was going really well. This is back when I was like probably 17. So I've been with my wife now for almost 16 years. So it's not like I have a ton of dating experience. Back when I was like 16, 17, 18 was probably when I went on the most dates. But went to the movies like everybody probably do. Everything was going cool. Got to go see a horror movie, right? Because you got to see a horror movie with a girl you're taking on a date, so they get scared and hopefully, grab onto you. I'll protect you. But anyway, all that went really well. Got outside and we had actually met each other there. So like I didn't pick the person up. They were getting out of work. So she drove her car over to the movie theater and so did I. So we get out into the front of the movie theater. And she's like, I had a really great time. I'm like, yeah, I had a really great time too. Like, I can't wait for us to go out again. And but as I go to hug her because it's our first date. So I'm not gonna try to kiss her. She tries to kiss me. And we do the awkward like hug. Oh no, wait, you're going to kiss. So I switch to kiss and she switches to hug. And then we did that like 5 times. And then we both just stopped and looked at each other and we both just went to our cars and I never talked to that person again.
Incredible.
That's how embarrassing it was because when I'm not exaggerating, at least 5 times switching to, oh no, hug, oh kiss, oh hug. And then you were just like, we're all done.
Yep.
This didn't work. And we both
Compatibility.
realized it and we're just gonna leave. So so that was an embarrassing one. The most embarrassing worst thing ever was the next story. I may or may not have stayed over a girl's house one night. And she in the morning said to me, you can't tell anybody about this because I don't normally stay over, like have somebody stay over like the first night seeing him. Of course, I'm like, I understand. Won't tell anybody. I had a great time. And then I leave. And I'm walking to my car with my Razor flip phone, flip it open, go to text my buddy. You will not believe whose house I stayed over last night. And I sent it to her.
Oh shit.
And she said, I thought you weren't going to tell anybody. And then I went, did I just send that to her? And if you think about this, if you're at a Razor phone, that is like with an iPhone or like a Samsung phone, that would be like, oh crap, like I sent it to the wrong person really quick, right? I literally had to go in like the contacts or my
Yeah.
text messages and pick it. So I don't know what my brain was thinking or what happened. I think what was happening is my brain was like, you're thinking of the person you were just at that house, and then I text them. So yeah, I never saw that person again either after that happened because they were really pissed at me. I tried to even turn around like, oh, I was just leaving. I was thinking about you. Like, how you gonna come back from it? There's no
Yeah.
way that you could. And she never talked to me again. But it all worked out because now I'm with my wife that I've been with forever. So I wasn't supposed to be with any of those people. So yeah, those are my 2 most embarrassing stories. Okay.
I don't have any.
You don't have any?
No.
Oh man, let's see if I can conjure up another one. I don't remember.
Nothing you did, like you trip and fall, or like
No, everybody falls around him.
dated a
Yeah.
yeah. Don't let's not get back into that.
People die around me.
Ugh.
Let's see. I'm trying to think like I mean, I've had bad dates where it's like we've gone out. I remember I went out to dinner with like this one girl and I was like whenever we were in a group setting, things were like really, really cool. Like there was a vibe there, you know? And then we went out to dinner and it was just me and her and it was very just awkward. I'm just like, yeah, how's your strawberry lemonade? I'm like, good. All right.
Or
In
were
the
you
like
Red
conversation.
Red Robin? No, we weren't at Red Robin. I forget where we were, but I just remember I got like the only thing I remember from the date really is that I got like a lemonade and it was very very sweet and like I couldn't drink it. It was like too sweet to drink.
One story that is not like weird, but it just took me off guard. I was raised a Catholic for religion, so like if we're either of you or have you ever been to
As
like a
opposed to
Catholic?
being raised Catholic as for what?
Oh, like Catholic or like Christian or all that stuff is different.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know if
yeah,
you-
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was the way you said it. I was being funny.
Oh, so yeah. So I was raised as a Catholic. So what they do is like the person's back is turned to you as like the priest, and they like do a lot of like hymns and like it's all kind of very I don't know how to say it. It's kind of like a cantor or like I don't want to say cult, but that's pretty much what it feels like sometimes because no one talks. It's just the priest, and he'll give like his
sermon.
yeah, but like I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. But anyway, it's all like quiet, and he's the only one that talks, and like it's all uniform. You have like the peace be with you, and shake each other's hand, and go up and get communion. Like all that stuff is very like quiet. Like that's how I was always brought up. And this girl I was dating was like, "You want to go to church with me?" And I was like, "I mean, yes, sure." I didn't realize she was Christian.
That's like a
We
big
went
step.
Yeah, so we went to this church though, and I'm just thinking it's like I mean, I guess I'm just so dumb. I just was thinking like, oh, like it's gonna be like what I'm always used to going to. And they had like this door on stage set up, kind of like if you're a wrestling fan, the APA door, but it was like a door that you could walk through, but it was like a freestanding door. And I was like, why is there a door and why is there a stage? It's not a church. Like, there's no pews and there's no like big cross of Jesus at the like. I feel like all Catholic churches just look the same. They're just bigger or small. And some guy was playing guitar and everybody's singing and like dancing, and I'm like, where am I right now? I don't understand what's going on. And they're like, you walk through this door and all your sins will be forgiven and you'll be a new person and you'll be reborn. And they had like a swimming pool outside we went to, and they were like baptizing people that were born again Christians. And I was like, this is a completely different atmosphere
Yeah.
than a Catholic atmosphere. And she's like, you're having fun. I'm like, there's so much more stuff going on. It's not like
It's like the
you're
fair.
you're not just sitting here being like, all right, what's the next step? And what's the next step? Oh, that guy just talked or coughed really loud. What the hell's his problem? And then like they're like, yeah, let's dance and let's dance and let's play guitar and let's sing and you're gonna be born again going through this door. Yeah, that was I never had ever been to like a Christian church session.
ChristianMingle.com.
Yeah,
Farmers
like
only.
farmers only.
It's funny that we went from Cheez-Its to Jesus in 60 minutes.
Well, you can just call this episode Jesus Cheez-Its.
The religious crackers.
Jesus
religious-
take the
Wait, the religious crackers, is that his friend?
His friend was the priest. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. I went to a Catholic school growing up. I had a lot of priestess friends.
So half segue out of that because I know that we are coming up on 60 minutes and we
Yeah,
have
we
to start
are.
wrapping.
Yeah, I love that.
One story I need to bring up that happened today. At my job, I had to let somebody know, so I'm sorry. Adam already knows this, but I think he'll still laugh.
It's probably top 5 story in the job atmosphere.
Yeah?
It deals with people.
So, like, if you work like around people, right, you see interactions between people, and sometimes you look at it and you're like, oh, that's funny, and then sometimes you're like, ugh, like that was kind of scary. So this was definitely one where it was both. There are two ladies that were in there. They were obviously like transitioned, like they were men, like you could tell by their face, right? I'm trying to say this without this being like too risque or like
Right.
judgmental, right?
They're probably like transgender or transition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
were obviously like male to female. And so this guy comes up to them and he's like heavy, like hitting on one of them. And like, hey, like you're really nice, like let me take you out or whatever. And like they kind of like played it off or whatever. And then he just wouldn't relent. So like at this moment, like I'm kind of walking around because I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna be a scene. Like,
Right.
am I gonna have to get someone involved? Like what's going on with this? And so he just like kept going. I'm gonna wait until Adam finishes drinking. So they keep going back and forth, and she's like, "I'm not that type of girl." And he was like, "Oh, come on, like let me take you out, like we can have a good night." And she stops what she's doing because she's at like this display. She's looking at something, and she stops and just slowly turns to him and goes, "Bro, I have a dick." And I lost it.
What a way to shut him down, though.
And he immediately went, "Oh," and then turned and walked away.
But sometimes, like what I was saying to him when he told me this story, one, I couldn't stop laughing because that's great. But two, like, I don't think guys get hit on by girls so much like that in like a public setting. Like whether it's the gym, I feel like guys do that a lot to girls, which I feel bad about. Or I'll see that and be like, just leave her. She's clearly not interested in talking to you. But I was like, wouldn't that be a great thing to just say if you didn't want to talk to the guy?
Right.
Because he's not going to know.
Right, that's a good
out.
out.
If you aren't, and you're just like, I've already said no like multiple times, and then you just say that. Yeah.
Next time I'm getting hit on at the gym, I'm trying it. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
You're like, yeah.
Lean into your microphone and say, "Bro, I have a dick."
Oh, that's so funny though.
Listen, I'm Tatooine Hat Boy, and nobody hits on me.
Next episode, the hats go backwards. Oh,
I like
man.
Tatooine.
I do too. You know, it's
It's kind of sandy, you know, and Darth Maul
Yeah.
tries to kill you, but other than that, it's great.
It's all good. The houses are funny shapes. Ooh.
Like
I ran into
igloos.
this guy
Yeah.
that's like, he's like flying, and I'm like, listen, I need a part for my engine. He's like, I'm a newbie. Jedi mind tricks don't work on me.
Oh, that's
Now
funny.
you need to do the outro in that voice.
Yep.
Wrap up.
Hey, I'm a newbie, and this is the end of our episode 5. Now I just sound like a Dracula.
Episode 4.
Oh, what?
It's
day
episode
is
4.
I'm Dracula. This is the end of episode 4.
I've come to fill your ears with podcasts.
I've come to suck your blood.
I'm just gonna cut it and suck.